Sitting right here with us now is a lady that I just want to introduce to you. She's lovely. She's also called Loveness. She's a game changer junkie, a transformational leader, and every good thing that you want to know about the modern woman. Yes, she's the one. Loveness, welcome on the show.
Thank you, Dr. Pauline. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you here. I mean, what you do is amazing. You're so well composed. You're this ideal African woman leader. Now, for anybody that's watching, tell them more about yourself because I know you.
Yeah. It's always quite an interesting question when someone says that, and I would describe it in two parts. So, my name is Loveness, and I'm a, I'm just a normal, young lady who,
Normal?
yes, who
I
chooses,
like that normal.
who
Yes.
chooses to
Yes.
make extraordinary choices on a daily basis, and that's how I came up with the name Game Changer Junkie,
Game changer.
because I wanted something that could push me into being that unique person that I know I was created to be. So yeah, in short.
Having your own sort of identity and realizing, you know what, this is me.
Yeah.
But then you've not just done it for yourself. Now you're using that game changer platform to help other people change. Tell
Yeah.
us more about it.
Yeah, like what you're saying, initially it was just for me, and because
Because you have to find yourself first.
yes, yeah, and I went through a lot of challenges and
Share with us.
crisis, and I talk about all those things in the upcoming transformational memo, which will be released early next year. But without just giving much information, I talk about the losses that I went through, and there was a lot of failure. There was a lot of hurt. There was a lot of anger. There was a lot of bitterness. There was a lot of even death as well of loved ones, and there were so many things that happened. So sometimes you get into a hopeless situation where you don't even know what to do, how to transform your life, and I kept going through a rat race.
Yes.
I've tried something, when you really want to change your life and you're trying all sorts of things and nothing is really working. So I thought, okay, there should be something I can do. I'm pretty sure there should be something I can do, because you see all these people, they talk about how they've managed to change their lives, and some of them were even worse off than me. So I'm thinking, okay, there should be something I can do. So I thought the most important thing that I need to do is to be able to talk to myself, that inner person within me.
But before you did that, did you give up on yourself at some point?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yes.
I did, and at a point as well, I actually wanted to commit suicide. Yeah, I actually did, because sometimes you're thinking, this is it for me. It's done. I'm done.
Right.
And when you get to a point like that, that's where it's either other people leap, or that's the end of you. So that was where I was.
So is that the defining moment for you?
That was one of them. I had a few defining moments. I even up to now, I still have defining
Yes,
moments.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but there was one of the major ones, one of the defining moments for me. So I had to sit down and think, okay, what is it that I can do? Because when you always feel you are destined for something and you can do it, but things are actually going the other way.
Literally.
Yeah, like everything you're trying, things are getting worse. So that's when I thought, you know what, let me find things that can motivate myself, things that will help me to look forward to waking up in the morning. Because sometimes you don't even want to be, even if you don't feel motivated, but I still needed something that would help me in waking up in the morning, because the situation was hopeless.
Right.
So I thought, okay, I need to change my life. So that's how I just thought, you know what, let me write Game Changer. And I'm thinking, no, that's not enough. I need something that's going to be a bit radical, that's going to push me an extra mile. So I thought, okay, I need to be addicted to changing my life. So that's how I thought, actually, junkie. Because
Game changer junkie, yes.
because the junkie, I see the word game changer junkie, like the junkie bit, is a form of an addiction.
Yes.
We all are addicted to something. Other people are addicted to clothes, other people are addicted to food, other people are addicted to alcohol. We all have a vice. So I chose my vice to be a positive one that can transform my life. So I literally wrote it on a poster on my head end of the bed. So every time I'm waking up, I'm looking at it. So it kind of like reminds me I still can do this. So when I started seeing my life transforming, that's when I realized actually before I can see physical results, I had to change my mindset.
Yes.
So that's the most important thing for me. And once I did that, I realized, okay, wow, this is working. So once I started seeing the changes, transformation in my own life, that's when I realized actually I can use the same formula and help other people. Yeah, so that's how it became.
And so you've come across people that were in sort of your same situation.
Yeah.
And you've used that to sort of help them and take them to the next level.
Yeah, I've actually come across a few people who are actually worse off than me.
Right.
And
you look at them and think, oh my goodness,
yeah,
mine was nothing.
Yeah, and there's a formula as well that I actually came up with, because I didn't just do the Game Changer Junkie and that's it. I had to like literally sit down and write all the things that have been happening in my life, and I'm thinking, why am I having all this negativity? Why can't I have the good stuff? Again, we're talking about the mind.
Do you feel like you were denying yourself the good stuff?
I felt like that, yeah.
Yes.
You know, sometimes when you feel helpless, you kind of feel like that's it. So it's very difficult for you to look at the positives. So I literally wrote, I wrote like 2 sides on a page. I wrote all the things that I wanted and what I was concentrating on, what I was focusing on. So I came up with this. This can help the viewers as well at home if you really are struggling in any of these things. I call it the zoning map. So there's the red zone and there's the blue zone. So the red zone is the danger zone.
Is that the danger?
Yeah. So that's where we focus. You know, our mind is wired to focus on the negativity, and we glorify that as well. So it's up to us to consciously switch to look at the positive. That's the blue zone. So because we normally focus on the limiting beliefs, the judgments, the bias, the negativity, the lack of trust, all those things that are not working in our lives, that's what we normally look at. And it's quite easy. We do it subconsciously.
But maybe because the list on that side, on the red zone, is longer than the list on the blue zone.
Exactly. Because, you know, like what I was saying, our mind, even science has actually proven this. Our mind is like, it's designed to get ready to fight and protect ourselves. So anything else that it doesn't know, it kind of resists.
Yes.
So in order for us to go to the blue zone, it means you have to empower yourself. So that means you have to know new things, to learn new things about yourself and everything that you want. So that's a conscious decision I had to make. So I had to write it down to say, okay, this is what's happening. Yes, there's stuff that has happened into my life, but how can I go on the other side? The blue zone. So that's now we're talking about being grateful for just waking up in the morning, simple things like that. Gratitude rather than complaining on a daily basis. Self-improvement, what it is that you want to improve yourself on. And we're talking about things like being actively involved in changing your own life. Everyone wants to change their lives, but no one wants to take action. So that's what I now concentrated on. And then the results I started getting, there was progress, there was productivity, there was multiplication. But on the red zone, you don't get progress at all, or you get minimal.
They're always there.
Yes. Yeah. So I talk about all those things in detail in the book because it's a journey. The book is about a journey of the things that I have been through and how I've managed to go on the other side. So hopefully that can help someone watching.
Fantastic. And so what's next? What's your next plan? Because I know you've just had the big event in London. What's your next event?
Yeah, I have a next event in the next 3 weeks. And because what I specifically focus on is helping people identify their uniqueness, and that's discovering their purpose.
Yes.
Because once you discover your purpose, that's the reason why we're here on earth. To serve, we serve in different ways. So that's what I help people discover. And the other area as well is love and relationships.
Yes.
So I'm not talking about romance, just romance, because you know our lives is a collection of relationships. And we have people as well. I take an example of myself. In the past, I've struggled in terms of relationships with other people and even my own romantic relationships.
Yes.
So I use that platform as well to talk about the things that has helped me in getting on the other side.
Yes.
So in this event, it's going to be in the next 3 weeks. It's on the 2nd of December.
So
it's a Saturday.
relationships.
Love and relationships. Yeah. So I talk about 3 parts. And the first part is about how to heal from past relationships. And the second part is about how to attract and keep the right person for you. And then the last part is about thriving in that relationship. So I have an amazing lineup of guest speakers as well who are going to be a part of that event. That is going to be very amazing. So yeah.
Fantastic.
So,
Well,
yeah.
that should be an interesting one for you viewers if you're watching and you're looking to keep your relationship or you're looking to start a new relationship. Hey, this is the event to come to. You can contact Loveness. If you can't get hold of her directly, you can of course contact us info@paulinelong.com. Well, Loveness, it's really amazing to have you on the show. I mean, your composure, your calmness, and just your sense of that your presence, it's just amazing.
Thank you.
It gives this energy and,
Yeah.
and your leadership skills, and especially I've come to your event, is incredible. So well done, and keep doing what you're doing, keep sharing your story to change lives,
And thank you as well, for this platform. This is an amazing platform that you have. It gives so many people an opportunity to learn so many things, and for so many people to come in and share. And it's quite an amazing platform that you have. And thank you so much as well.
Thank you,
Thank
Loveness.
you.